Good morning, kindergarten friends. I'm Mrs. Wong, and I'm going to be your kindergarten teacher this year. I cannot wait to see all of you next week and your families and get to know you and get started with our school year. Before we get started with school next week, though, I thought we could read our first story together. And to read our story this morning, I brought along a little friend with me. This is our class mascot named Rocco, and he is a monkey. He lives in our classroom, and this year he's going to do some very special adventures. He's going to visit with each of you and your families at your house for a weekend, and he really gets excited for his kindergarten sleepovers. So I thought it would be nice for us to read a story together this morning. And the book I picked out is called The Night Before Kindergarten. It's one of my favorites. Our author is Natasha Wing. All right, Rocco, what do you think? "'Twas the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, the kids were excited and a little bit scared. They tossed and they turned about in their beds, while visions of school supplies danced in their heads. Erasers and crayons and pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and sent by the door. Outfits were hung in the closets with care, knowing that kindergarten would soon be there. In the morning it came, school starts today. Would the teacher be nice? Would they still get to play? Faces were washed and teeth were brushed white. Kids posed for pictures with their eyes sparkling bright. Cheese. Parents packed snacks and kids hopped in cars as if they were boarding a spaceship to Mars. Some kids brought blankets or their favorite stuffed bear in hopes that they could nap like they did in daycare. Their parents exclaimed, "You big kids, wow, let's hold your bears and your blankets for now." The parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at school with just a goodbye. So they told their darlings, "If you want, we can stay and make sure that everything will be a-okay." The teacher then greeted each one with a smile and invited the students to stay for a while. The room was all filled with toys, books, and maps, but where were the beds for mid-morning naps? They colored and painted and played Simon Says, then tumbled and skipped and stood on their heads. They sang silly songs from beginning to end. Within just a minute, each kid had a new friend. The children were happy. They loved Miss Sunrise. It was she who was in for a giant surprise. When what to her wondering eyes should appear but sad moms and dads who were holding back tears, their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. She gathered the grown-ups on the magical rug, then sent them away after one final hug. The children all waved from the door at the school. "Don't cry, Mom and Dad. Kindergarten is cool." Well, kindergarten sure is cool. I hope you enjoyed that story. And again, I can't wait to meet all of you next week. And I look forward to our school year together. We're gonna have so much fun learning together. See you soon.